In this video, I'm going to explain why constantly trying to fix your chronic pain may actually be the very thing keeping it alive. If you've been dealing with chronic pain for months or years, if you're always searching for the next treatment, exercise, supplement, or protocol, if you feel like you're stuck in an endless loop of trying something new but never fully getting better, then this video is specifically for you. My name is Christian St. John. I spent nearly 3 years and over $50,000 recovering from chronic pain, so you don't have to. To help you make sense of all of this, I put together a free neuroplastic pain quiz. Taking this short quiz will help you understand whether your pain is likely being driven by your nervous system or mind-body patterns rather than ongoing physical injury. If you'd like access to this quiz, be sure to grab that down below. If you're living with chronic pain, chronic fatigue, neuropathic pain, pelvic pain, fibromyalgia, or unexplained symptoms, and if stress, fear, or anxiety make your symptoms worse, this is something you're going to want to hear. And if you stick with me until the end of this video, you'll be able to clearly identify if your recovery has been stuck in fix-it mode, and I'll show you the exact shift that allows healing to actually begin. So let's jump in. I knew that I just couldn't give up on it. Completely healed, completely changed, totally transformed, back at the gym, lifting weights, working out. Most importantly, I'm just living a normal life. You have to believe you can heal. Here's the harsh truth most people never hear. Chronic pain does not resolve the same way acute injuries do. You see, if you break a bone, you fix it. If you tear tissue, it eventually repairs. But chronic pain is different. In many cases, the tissue has already healed. What's left is a nervous system that never learned it was safe again. Here's where things go wrong. Your pain shows up, you assume something is wrong, and then you start searching. Searching for a new doctor, a new scan, a new therapy, and a new protocol. And every time you do this, you're sending your brain a very specific message. That message is, there must be something dangerous here. Let me say that again. Every time you chase a fix for your pain, your nervous system hears, I'm not safe yet. So it does its job. It stays on guard. It stays protective. It keeps producing pain. Not because you're broken, but because you keep signaling a threat. This is exactly why I created a short neuroplastic pain quiz to help you see how much of your pain may be nervous system driven versus tissue based. It's designed to give you a clear signal of which direction your recovery likely needs to go. You can take it for free and grab it down in the description below. But for now, let's demonstrate this with a simple analogy. Imagine the smoke alarm in your home keeps going off, even though there's no fire. How would you remedy this? Would you start replacing the furniture? Would you decide to repaint the walls? Would you keep calling different contractors? Of course you wouldn't. You know that none of this is the actual root cause problem. The alarm itself is the problem, and it's your alarm that needs to be addressed. You see, chronic pain works the exact same way. You keep trying to fix your house when your nervous system and safety alarm are simply what needs recalibration. Here's what most people don't realize. The act of trying to fix yourself often comes with urgency, frustration, hypervigilance, and fear. These emotional states sensitize your nervous system even further. This is why the harder you try to get rid of your symptoms and the more you push, the worse you feel. Look, I'm no different than you. I made all of these mistakes and more. I remember when I was suffering with some of the most agonizing chronic pain for years, I became angrier and angrier as the months and years wore on. I kept searching for answers and solutions outside of myself. I essentially continued to replace my furniture and repaint my walls when what I should have been doing all along was repairing my alarm. This is why rest alone won't resolve your pain. This is why sucking it up and simply pushing through won't resolve your pain. And this is why endless treatments also won't resolve your pain. You have to understand that your recovery isn't about fixing damage anymore. It's simply about removing the need for protection. You are not damaged, and you are not broken. Here's a shift I'd like you to take on that can change everything for you. Your recovery begins when you stop treating pain like an emergency and start responding to it as a learned signal that can be unlearned. Now, that doesn't mean ignoring pain. It doesn't mean forcing yourself through it. It simply means creating calm, consistent signals of safety over time. You see, this is where most people struggle. They understand this intellectually, but fear pulls them right back into fix-it mode. That's why information alone doesn't work. It's why reassurance fades, and it's why people stay stuck for years. Because the nervous system doesn't change through insight. It changes through repetition and habit. This is exactly what we help you to do. We teach you how to stop reinforcing danger through constant fixing, how to build habits that communicate safety, and how to re-engage with life without chasing symptoms. Not perfectly, not aggressively, but consistently. Here's the harsh truth most people don't want to hear. Your recovery doesn't come from finding the perfect solution. It comes from changing how you relate to pain itself. The key is to respond to your pain with less urgency, less fixing, more stability, and more leadership. And when that happens, your nervous system finally stands down. If this resonated with you, if you see yourself constantly searching for the next thing to fix, and if you suspect that your pain might be nervous system or neuroplastic in nature, your next step isn't more treatments or physical therapy. It's gaining clarity. I recommend starting with the free neuroplastic pain quiz down below. It'll help you to understand whether your symptoms fit a nervous system or mind-body pattern and what that means for your recovery. Once you take this quiz, everything else will become clearer for you after that. And if you found this to be helpful, be sure to watch the next video appearing right here up on your screen.